ready to go. We are live.
Mate, it is a dream to talk to you. Hi, Ian. How are you?
Hey, Fabio, how are you?
Wait.
How are
Nice
you?
to meet you too. I'm fine. How are you guys?
All right. I'm going to do the opening in Portuguese, and soon we'll start with the question. Okay?
Cool.
All right. Salve loucos pro rock. A Crazy Rock Web Radio orgulhosamente apresenta uma entrevista com o baterista da clássica banda Rock. Nós, da banda brasileira de hard rock Fifth Machine, recebemos a honrosa missão de realizar a entrevista e pretendemos desenvolver com todo o carinho que nos foi repassado. Agradecemos a oportunidade que nos foi dada pelo Júlio, Vander e Edson. Hi, Crazy About Rock. Crazy Rock proudly presents an interview with the drummer of the classic band Europe, Ian. We're from the Brazilian hard rock band Fifth Machine. Received the mission of conduction the interview, and we intended to develop with all the affection that was passed off to us. We appreciate the opportunity given us by Júlio, Vander, and Edson. Okay? Ian, it's a pleasure to meet you, and I would like to say that band Europe is an inspiration for us. And first of all, why did you choose and how did you start playing drums?
Well, I remember it. I remember it quite clearly. It was in 1976 when I heard Rainbow Rising, the album with Richard Blackmore's Rainbow, and the drummer Cozy Powell that was playing on that album. And when I heard him playing drums, I just felt like, man, this is what I want to do. I want to be a rock drummer as well. And so pretty much from then on, I was ready, and I had my goal clear, what I wanted to do. So yeah, that was the reason why I started, and I never turned it down again, you know.
Okay, that's really nice.
Okay.
That's really great to hear. And about Rainbow, yeah. And I heard that you are a huge fan of Rush as well.
That's right. I saw Rush the first time in 1977 in Stockholm when they just released a Farewell to Kings album. And so, yeah, I've been on that journey with Rush all the way up. I also had the opportunity in 1987 or 88, I think it was, in London when they were playing in at the Wembley Arena. I had the chance to go backstage, and I had the chance to go up on stage and sit behind Neil Peart's drum kit, and that was a dream come true. Yeah,
amazing.
Yeah,
amazing.
The first drum, is pen or not?
No. I started off. Well, actually, not pens, but I think I used my mother's, tool in the kitchen. You know, all those little things that you stir in the pans. Dang, dang, dang. You know, like hitting the pans and whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. We just had the honor. Vanderlei joined us here. Welcome, Vanderlei.
Hi guys. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Good evening to Ian. Yeah.
Hello. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. And how are you?
I'm just fine. I'm at work.
Oh, very good. Unfortunately, I will not be with you during the interview, but I'm here just to say that it's a pleasure and an honor for all of us from Crazy Rock Web Radio to have the opportunity to do this interview with you. Thank you so much.
Sure, man. Thanks.
And please convey my thanks to all of the guys from the band.
I will do. I will tell them.
Okay. And I hope we can overcome this pandemic as soon as possible. So you can go to Brazil with Europe again.
And go crazy, yeah.
And we can meet here with you.
Sure,
exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
We missed that.
Okay. Thank you so much for all of you guys, and have a good interview.
Thank you, Vanderlei. See you
You're
soon.
welcome. See you. Bye bye.
See you, brother.
Bye bye.
Thiago, come on, man.
Ian, so
Yeah.
over 40 years of history, 11 studio albums, after so much time and experience, how would you define, if it's possible, of course, the sound that Europe has been making nowadays? Because a lot of things changed in those years, right? So we would like to hear from you.
I think Europe, the sound of Europe has always been a mixture of melodic, very melodic rock, very dynamic rock, and we were never afraid of using, like ballads, slow songs, heavy songs, fast songs. It's always been a mixture of all that, and of course in the 80s it sounded very much of the decade, the kind of
Yes.
sounds that were hip in the 80s. But these days, I think after we reformed the band in 2004, we decided to just go for whatever we felt was felt good to do. That was the driving force, was always to create new music and do it our way, instead of having some record company guy telling us what we should
For
do.
sure.
So I think the music is still very much a mixture of all those elements that we always had, the slower songs, the faster, the heavy songs, but always a lot of melodies, always very melodic. And I think that is very important, because I think the melodies are what you remember in the end, basically.
Yes, for sure. For sure.
Yes.
Completely right. Amazing.
Yeah.
Between Prisoners in Paradise, recorded in 1991, and Start from the Dark, 2004, 13 years have passed. How it was a process of reforming the band with the return of Don Norton, for example, who had left in 1983. I mean, it was something that was natural, and how it was. How did you get the energy for that and the impulse?
Well, I think when we stopped touring in the beginning of the 90s, we never really felt like this was the end. We just felt like we needed to get away from the whole thing and just do other things and get some perspective. And then we got an offer to do a Millennium show, to play on the New Year's Eve of 2000 in Stockholm. So we were invited to play just two songs. We played Rock the Night and The Final Countdown. And before we did that show, we hooked up in Stockholm, and we rehearsed for 2 days. And I think that was the time when the seed was sown, sort of, and we felt like, it felt, even though we'd been away from each other for almost 10 years, it felt like we had, no time at all had been passing, because the chemistry between us in the band was so strong that it felt like, just picking up the guitars from where we laid it down and just continue. So we that was definitely the point where we which was like the starting point for the new era. And then it passed a couple of more years, because Joey had some solo albums to do, and John Norum did some solo albums and stuff. So it wasn't until 2003 that we met up and we started talking about it. And then in 2004, we pushed the start button and released Start from the Dark, and everything's been rolling on since then.
Amazing. Amazing. It was like it never stopped. As you just said, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Thank you. The current band formers, the same since 2003-4, they present a different sound that from the first album. Can the time when the band was suspended be considered as a natural maturation of the musicians, or did you just change the sound? It was something natural because your personal needs. Now, I think it's almost answer that, Brad, if you want to add something.
Yeah. Well, I think we just um, when we stopped touring in the 90s after Prisoners in Paradise, we had a. I mean, when we when we started recording Prisoners in Paradise, our vision was to make an album, to rent a mobile recording studio as it was back in those days, and then record it live in like an old like a theater or something. Set up the live stage with all the amplifiers and just record it live. So we wanted to go that down that path already then, but the record company, they didn't like that idea, so they wanted us to record the album the conventional way, which we did. But I think when that was the direction we were heading for already then. So since the time passed throughout the 90s and into the 2000s before we reformed, I think we were all very, very in tune with that thought of making an album that sounded rougher and more, live and more, like the kind of bands and albums that we grew up with, more edge to it, sort of, but still melodic. So I think it was a natural progression of the sound, I would say.
Nice. Thank you very much. Yeah. Fabio, your turn.
Okay. Ian.
Yes.
The new album, Walk the Earth, is 2017.
Yeah.
Are there any plans for a new album? If so, during the pandemic, how was the creation process?
Well, yeah, definitely. We have plans for recording a new album. I think we're going to start recording it after the summer. Hopefully there will be some shows for us to play this summer, some festivals, depending on the pandemic. But hopefully we keep our fingers crossed that we can do those shows. Then after that, after the summer, we're going to start working on the new album. So hopefully it will be out at the end of the year. And it's been a long time. And I mean, I think it came a little bit as a shock with the pandemic and the thing with not being able to be together and to create together, because I think that's really important for us in the band. We somebody comes up with a musical idea, and then we get together in the rehearsal room and we work on the idea together. And since the pandemic, we haven't been able to do that. So it's been halting a little. I mean, we all have musical ideas and song ideas that will probably take shape on the next album, but we haven't really been able to work as close as we are used to and as we prefer to work in an album process, sort of. So I really just hope that we can that this bullshit is over with soon, so we can start being musicians again. Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, we are looking forward for that.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Ian, we know that the band's natural habitat is the stage. We felt tours, in 2020. How is the tension for the return to the road? Do you intend to resume shows that have been cancelled by the world? Do you intend to come to Brazil?
If it's up to me, I intend to take on the world. I want to play, if it's possible, I want to play every day for 10 years, in order to take back all the energy and all the time that we lost on this year. But I don't know really. We'll I know last year we had two major tour booked in the springtime with Whitesnake throughout Europe, and then we were supposed to do the summer tour in America with Foreigner in Kansas, and all that was canceled, obviously. And as far as I know, those tours are canceled. So I think the shows that we're going to be doing are newly booked shows.
For sure.
But as I said, I just hope that we can do as many shows as possible, because I mean, it's ridiculous, not
Very
being
sad.
able to play. Yeah.
We're very tired already for this bullshit, as you said.
Yeah, it is.
Right. Ian, the last question.
Mm-hmm.
You know that Brazil is the country of samba and country music, or sertanejo. Do you know sertanejo? As for Brazilian music, do you have contact with any artist not worth Fifth Machine, my band, and Roger Marena? Do you know these bands?
No, I don't know. I have to say I'm really lousy with any new band that comes out. People ask me, "Have you heard this? Have you heard that?" No, I'm still, I'm an old fart. I'm still there listening to Deep Purple and Led Zeppelin and Black Sabbath. So I have to say I'm bad with keeping up with new bands. But I will definitely check your band out and listen to them.
Nice.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Okay. I send our album, Fifth Machine, and Rod Marena. Okay.
That's cool. Looking forward.
Ian,
Great.
we
Please
go ahead.
send a message to the Brazilians and the bands Fifth Machine and Rod Marena.
All right.
For the hard rock world.
You guys are really loved
What is it?
in Brazil. You are really loved in Brazil.
Thank you. Yeah. We love it. We love it. All of South America is like coming there. It's a party from when you arrive until you leave. It's always a great vibe to play there. And in Brazil, the fans, we just thank you for hanging in there, and thank you for supporting us, and we will come back as soon as we just can, because I mean we are a bunch. We feel like a bunch of babies that with diapers full of shit. We need to go out there and empty our diapers and just have a rock and roll, an enema, rock and roll enema. That's what it's going to be.
Wonderful. And do what we're born to do. That's really amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely. We really appreciate your support, and we will come to you as soon as possible. Absolutely.
Perfect. To finish, there's something that you would like to say and we didn't ask. For example, we want to say something say something about Europe, new plans. This time is for you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we as I said, what I can say is that we just we are really eager to start working again and to start touring again and to absolutely to write and record a new album, because that feels like a big thing. It's been a lot of years since we released Walk the Earth now. I think it's 3 years or something, and it's way too long. But we're just waiting to push the start button and start working again. And we will be back, and we will be back stronger than ever. That's for sure.
And we are really thankful for that. Please, we are looking forward for that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ian?
Yeah.
It's a pleasure to meet you, and I would like to say that band Europe is an inspiration for us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you for your time. Thank you for attending us, and it's a kind of dream, right? So,
right.
If we are right now here doing what we love, you have part in that. So, thank you. Stay safe, best, and all the best for you, the guys from the band, and your family. Okay.
Thank you very much, and same to you guys, and to all the fans in Brazil. Bye. Take care.
Bye.
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 Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.